And I was like, Erica, won't you say something? You say something to make it about his legacy, not about the scenario of his death. Wow, guess what? It's more about the wife now than anything. More about the wife. How did I get to know about Charlie Kirk? Okay, I was scrolling past YouTube. I saw this guy, Ben Shapiro. I saw Candice Owen, because there's a way the algorithm. If the algorithm brings Ben Shapiro for you, it's going to bring out Candice Owen. And it shows more of the contrast they have rather than when they were together and all that. So I was, observing and everything. And in that period, I got to scroll past Charlie Kirk. But I didn't dive into Charlie Kirk's YouTube, his channel. I was just caught up with Ben Shapiro and Candice Owen, back and forth. So on this day, while I was on Discord with some of my friends, I later came back to my phone and I saw notifications like, someone assassinated an American politician. I was like, which American politician? Because the American politician I know that was assassinated last was this guy. I can't remember his name, but I put it on screen for you. So I was eager to know who it really was. So they were like, check on Twitter, full video is there, check on Twitter. Oh my god, I feel so sorry for him. Oh, that was so deadly. I was like, what? So I went on Twitter. When I went on Twitter, I was met with that gory video. I was like, oh my god, Jesus Christ. So when I was looking at his face, I was like, this face I saw when I was scrolling past and trying to observe Candice Owen and Ben Shapiro. I say, wow, this guy stood for a lot of things. So I felt terrible at that period. I went back to my friend on Discord. I was like, I just scrolled past this guy. I didn't really pay attention to his YouTube. It's already gone now. Oh, that stuff was crazy. That assassination was crazy. Like, I could not believe my eyes. I could not believe my eyes, really, and it's something that I can't get off my head. Like, I can't get it off my head. So while all this were going on, then came Candice Owen putting out a video about Charlie. She said Charlie's her friend, about Charlie. So I watched the video.
Actually, it was already very difficult for me to do this for a lot of reasons, but I knew it was important because I didn't want the last thing that people had in their minds about Charlie to be the moment he lost his life. That was what was especially hard because he's just had so many amazing moments throughout his career. And as I was saying, I was having this discussion with George this morning, obviously through a lot of tears.
So in the beginning, she was like, she wants to make it more about his legacy, right? And not about the whole video. So as time went by, I saw that she started tackling Netanyahu and kind of inferring like the donors to his organization are trying to pressure him in a way. She used this word interchangeably, Israel or Jews. And they say there's so much difference between them. I'm yet to learn that, but I actually know who she's inferring. So I was like, why don't you focus on who? Because they actually know who assassinated him. They know the suspect is undergoing trial. So as the suspect is undergoing trial, why are you like involving other people? She's infers in a way like the other person have to like vindicate themselves by putting out the chat they had with late Charlie, and that's weird. Video on someone moving the camera, someone hiding the camera, and claiming that someone is trying to take Charlie Kirk's seat. It's like Ben Shapiro. Before you know it on the internet, people now start making fun of Charlie Kirk's death. Like, people were actually laughing. Let's watch it. Let's watch this.
You have an active shooter. Look at him. And he makes himself the biggest target right in the line from that shooter 200 yards away on the roof, right in front of Charlie. He is right in the middle. That is not human. That man is either violently ill or
what
he's part of this.
Has he been in him?
Yes, he's
He's not real. He's not real. He's not real. Oh my God. Everybody has
Oh, buddy. Fuck that nigga. You get expelled, dude.
You just rest in peace then. Stop arguing. Rest in peace. The end. Leave it alone. Stop being crazy. Human being got shot in front of his kids. Human being got shot and murdered in front of his wife.
It's 72,000 kids in Gaza. 72,000 kids in Gaza. Yeah, they can hear me loud and clear. For him, Charlie Kirk hated
You're a very loud, angry person.
No, I'm not. You're stereotyping.
Explain why rest in peace is bad. Explain why murder was good. Why are you mad about that?
You live by the gun. You die
by
by
the gun. You're
and
hurt.
that's exactly what
Just
the
like
movie
we're
got. Live by the
defense. He died by defense. Live by the defense. Died by defense.
Exactly why he's fucking dead.
He died by defense.
Charlie Kirk said George Floyd was a scumbag. That deserves to die.
He was.
So,
Nobody
Charlie
deserves to
Kirk
die.
was a scumbag. That
Nobody deserves to die. Get your
And
breath.
America isn't fucking great. America fucking sucks. I just shot this man dead. Pew pew.
Being so
Why are you so hateful? Why are you so hateful? Why are you so hateful? Yeah.
Hey, can somebody tell her to back
Can
up,
you
please?
not
She's
put the
being-
camera in my face?
I'm sitting here. You walked up to me.
Okay, well,
I don't want this. I said rest in peace. Just leave me alone. Please don't come after me. I want to be left alone.
And then came a tweet like, oh, Erica knows what's happening. I'm like, Erica knows, and she's quiet. And then again, like, until my husband or Erica tells me to stop, that's when I'll stop. I was like, you say you're the best friend of the deceased. Okay, the deceased has the wife. Why is the wife not talking? Why is everybody being like the wife? And why are you being like the wife? Like, why do you have to say more than the wife? And in the midst of everything, Erica never came out to say anything. I was like, why is she not saying anything? TB invited Candice over. It was not successful the first part. The second time it was successful and she came over there. So I was, after that, it feels like everything just died down, like the tension and everything died down. But guess what? Nah. This time she came for Ben Shapiro again about the Talmud, that the Talmud asks them to lie and they can lie without feeling any guilt. I'm like, is the Talmud the Torah? Is the Talmud the Torah? Please, I don't know. Why is all this exposing going on right now? The exposing is going on after Charlie Kirk's death. Why didn't this fight with Ben Shapiro start before Charlie Kirk's death? Why is it now that all these clashes are happening? I was like, what's actually going on? It's supposed to be about this guy's legacy. Like you said in the open letter to him. It's supposed to be about this guy's legacy. Now it's about Ben Shapiro. It's about strife between everyone. Supporting Kanye's music about the Jews. How does this help? That Erica is supposed to be taking care of her mother. She's there attending to different activities and all that. Then she started attacking Erica and the friend that is supporting her. Like you can see through the thumbnail. You can see through the thumbnail that it's like it's complete mockery. Like someone died, someone's husband died, right? And you claim to be the husband's best friend, right? And you claim in your first letter to him that you want to make it about his legacy, not about the scenario of his death. Wow, guess what? It's more about the wife now than anything. More about the wife. And I was like, Erica, won't you say something? Won't you say something? Because it gets to a point where, you're like, ignore the fool, ignore the fool, ignore the fool. And with time, if you keep ignoring the fool, people start believing the fool. So you have to address the fool. You have to come out one day and say it, like, stop, like a warning or enough is enough. And guess what? In one of her interviews, she came out and she said that. I was like, finally, she's addressing it. So she was like, stop. And after that, oh my God. After that, this was the video. Please watch it.
And her answer to what do you want to say to the podcaster Candace Owens, who is lying, is stop. So Erica would like me to stop lying. And I would like to honor that. Okay. I can only honor that if Erica is more explicit in terms of what I have lied about. What did I lie about?
And after saying stop, right? Candice was like, because this is the thing with, I've come to understand this with narcissists, right? Narcissists can create a yes or no game and say, finally, this is a yes or no game, I'm truthful. And you think that, oh, it's yes or no. If I choose any, the narcissist is going to understand. No, when they are creating that platform for you, right, they are coming with other tricks as well. She was like, okay, I respect the fact that you asked me to stop, but and if you tell me the lies I'm making, then I'm going to stop. Not only that, people were laughing, like people were making fun of her interviews, especially her eyes, how she looked and everything.
Get on your feet!
War is raging in Iran.
We're praying for all the soldiers and troops.
That's great that you're praying, but
How about all the kids that died when the USA hit the towers?
It broke my heart. That is
In what ways have you grown closer to Jesus?
I serve a righteous God. That's why we say our prayers. We are all his children. But when I say children, I mean like the holy, blessed Trinity, which is why I hold the Bible. We have to protect all men in America, especially all white men in America.
So good.
Those are the boys that we care about in this country. America is built on their backs. Yes. Because they are the ones who matter the most.
Okay, that black guy like didn't say a single word and so just takes away the entire scene. Just perfect faces that he's making behind him. This is how everybody's feeling. Everybody, for the first time, it's not left or right. It's like everyone's united in feeling this. It feels fake. It feels wrong. They are trying to use this idea of Christianity as a shield. And removing Erica Kirk from the scenario, I was noticing all of these women that make videos. They're just catty. They're just influencers, but they try to find a Bible verse. It's like, I'm not actually catty. This is the Bible verse. Stop doing that. Just stop doing that. Now do conservative black women. Guys, I think he's referring to me. I don't know.
Even though you have a little idea of how it is to lose someone, right? Not through that way. Like, her husband got shot in the neck. I watched that video and I was like, see, it's funny, right, to you until it happens to you or your loved one. It's so funny. It looks so funny until it happens to you. Right? Someone lost her husband. She's now a widow. What's so wrong in having a family? What's so wrong in everybody go back to the traditional way of going to church, having a family, be a man, take care of your wife and all that? I think he came out majorly for the basics of how life, should be. And if indeed you think she's involved in her husband's death, why don't you just bring out the evidence? All the plane, the Egyptian plane, the rubbish.
This is the building that Erica was allegedly in when she found out from the doctor that Charlie was not going to make it. I'm going to show you that. So you have Atlantic there on the right. We're now coming inward. Yep, pointing that in the mouse. We're now coming inward. It's this rather obscure building right here. Okay. Now, why would Erica be in that building? Allegedly. Why would Erica be in that building? Walk me through that. You don't know your husband is about to be shot, even though she did actually say when he got shot, I effing knew it. That was the sentence that came out of her mouth. But, in a way, maybe she meant like, oh gosh, he was so scared. Like I knew something. I had a bad feeling that day. I knew it, right? How do we get there? What is Hopkinson? How do we get to Hopkinson Aircraft? Did somebody have a thought? Let's see if we can buy a plane.
Referring kind of like the wife's involvement in the husband's death, Egyptian plane, at this time, at this place, at this time. Why was she here? Like, you think you are so sure, right, of every move. You think you are so sure, right, until yours happens to be way worse than the judgment you are making on people. Yours happens to be way worse. You think you are so sure. And who am I to judge people on time and place where they are in relation to the huge loss that they've experienced? Who am I like? And then she goes on to create a series about Erica, Bride of Charlie. I didn't even bother to watch it. Like, I'm not going to watch that because I respect that guy. I respect him and his wife. I can't watch that. Can kindly go to hell. Can't watch that. Do unto others what you want them to do unto you. And it's only God that knows why, it's only God that knows why you are so bent on spoiling the legacy of this man and his wife. It's only God that knows. Because at first I was like, come out with what is really hurtful. Come out with, if they did something to you, why don't you come out and just announce and say what they did, rather than start attacking when the husband goes down. Like, I don't understand people that like trample people. Like, once people are down, once they are down, right, you trample them, you match them down, you make them feel worse than they actually are. I don't understand that kind of evil, that extent of evil. I've experienced it. I've seen people like that, but I don't know the joy behind it. I don't know the joy behind that, because it's only the devil that will enjoy such. If they've done something to you, why don't you say what they've done that made you do this? I can understand the people that come out and oh, I'm revenging because this is what this person did to me. We are not seeing anything the person did to you. Wow, it's after someone's death you are trying to scatter everything. I just noticed it's pure jealousy. This is just jealousy. Why? Now, referring to that video that I said you want to make it more about his legacy, and not about the whole occurrence. The only person making it here about the legacy is the wife that assumed the position. And at first, when she assumed the position, I was like, is this woman not grieving? Is she not going to stay indoors and live her whole life away? I thought of that. I made a comment. I was like, I'm not going to, because hardly have I seen someone that lost their husband and is still strong, assume the position and making sure that things don't die. That's exactly what she's doing. I later on got to know that this might be Charlie trying to make sure TPUSA doesn't go down. and she is doing just that. That is what I don't understand, what kind of strength that is. That kind of strength, you can't find it in anyone. That's a rare virtue. I don't think I can be able to fit in that kind of shoe, right? That's a strong woman. That's a very strong woman, and it's overwhelming and it's intriguing. At the same time, it's insightful. Like, that's the only person keeping his legacy.
I'm not going to be able to focus sitting this close to him.
Hi. You ready? What?
Hello. I'm not going to be able to focus looking right at you. I'm just going to be staring at you.
Hello.
Oh. Wow.
Ready, Terrell?
Hold on.
We're rolling?
We're not.
All right, you'll be switching? All right, I'll count it down.
Wait. I'm kind of nervous, you guys.
She's nervous, which is why we must get going. All right, we ready?
No.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Hey, everybody. Welcome to this episode of The Charlie Kirk Show.
You're going to have to do it again.
Introduce yourself.
Is that what you're going to say?
Hey, everybody. Welcome to this episode of The Charlie Kirk Show.
You're so handsome.
I'm engaged. Would you like to introduce yourself, or should I introduce you?
This is mortifying.
How would you like me to start? All right, we'll try it again. Hey, everybody. Welcome to this episode of The Charlie Kirk Show. Joining me is the most special guest, my fiancée, Erica. Welcome to the Charlie Kirk Show.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. As I said yesterday, Charlie will be dwelling in the house of the Lord forever. He was a good man. He was a good man who leaves behind a beautiful family. And when people that you know enter the pages of history, which is what Charlie will do, he'll go down as one of the most transformative political figures in American history, Charlie Kirk. When a person that you know is a full human being with all of the wonderful things about them and all the flaws becomes a part of history, something happens, and that is the brightest part of them shines through everything else.